Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. Today we've got a good matchup in store between the New York Mets and the Cincinnati Reds. Live baseball here on MLB Network, and it comes your way next. Homer Bailey, a right-hander from the state of Texas, is the man on the mound here. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, thanks, Matt. Homer Bailey. 3-pitch mix. Fastball, curveball, changeup. This guy, when he's on, you'll know he needs the curveball. That's his best secondary pitch. At times, his fastball can be overpowering, 94 to 96 miles an hour. If he brings the curveball and he brings the changeup, he can be as good as anybody in the league.
Now to the plate, Michael Conforto. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. A swing, and this ball is blasted to right field. Nothing's going to keep this one in the ballpark. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo home run there for Michael Conforto. And the Mets are on the board first, 1-0.
Talk about hitting the ground running. Usually a leadoff man is a guy that takes the first pitch, trying to get the feel for the pitcher, trying to get dialed in, but not this guy. He's got that see ball, hit ball philosophy, and he does just that, launching that pitch out of here before the fans could even get settled in the seats.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball, 1 gone. And now a chance to meet the Mets. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, Michael Conforto has been a big piece for them. You can bet the opposition spent a decent amount of time crafting a game plan to stop this guy, because as he goes, so goes the team. You stop him, you've got a chance to win. You don't, you're probably going to lose.
Digging in the switch hitter as Duvall Cabrera. Oh, now here's a drive out to the alley. Rounding first is Cabrera on his way to second now. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
As a pitcher, you'd love to assert your authority early on in the game, but it hasn't happened so far out here. That's a home run and a double against him now, and we're still in the first. He's going to have to make some adjustments quickly if he's going to turn this around.
Into the box, Jay Bruce. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Cabrera, the runner at second with 1 away. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Gary Simmons.
Dero, this Gary Simmons, he's the kind of umpire that pitchers really like to throw to.
Yeah, I'm okay with it, though, Dan. You want to go east-west, I'll make the adjustment. It's the north-south that'll kill you.
Bouncer down the line. Votto has it, and he'll take this one to the bag for the out. But meanwhile, the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
Third baseman, Todd Frazier.
Next up from New York, Todd Frazier. And the Mets with an opportunity for more damage here in the first. Two outs here with a runner at third. Ripped down the first base line, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. The 1-2. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Duvall going back, and it's gone. A 2-run homer that time for Todd Frazier. And the Mets have taken a 3-0 lead.
Well, it's very early, but he's looked out of sorts from the beginning. They've already roughed him up for 2 homers, and they're not done yet. We'll see if he can regroup or if he blows up. Could go either way at this point.
Standing in now, Adrian Gonzales. This is pulled into right. And Gonzales is going to have himself a base hit.
Obviously, this is a pitcher's nightmare, but it's a manager's nightmare, too. It's only the first inning and your starter has already given up 4 hits. The last one, an absolute frozen rope. The last thing he wants to do is get someone up in the pen, but he might not have any other choice.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. The Mets are out on top, 3-0. Noah Syndergaard gets the ball for the Mets in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, when you think of the power arms in baseball, this is the first guy you think of. Noah Syndergaard, big, strong guy, throws 89 to 93 mile an hour sliders. That's right, sliders. His fastball, anywhere from 97 to 101 miles an hour. Power fastball, power slider, and a terrific changeup. One of the best pitchers in the game of baseball.
Now at the plate, Billy Hamilton. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Full count still. Another full count offering on its way. Hit on the ground toward the left. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
Batting second, second baseman, Scooter Gennett.
In now for the Reds, Scooter Gennett.
Runner.
Look out, there goes Hamilton. Strike taken to throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease. Hamilton leads off second with nobody out. Ground ball foul down the left side. They'll try again, 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here now the 2-2 is put in play to the right side of the infield. A bare-handed pickup. He is out. That was exceptional. He got the out and prevented the runner from having a chance to score. For a moment here in Cincy, let's take a glance at the Reds starting lineup in this one. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
You always have to look out for a guy like Joey Votto. He hit over 320 last year, and that will get any pitcher's attention. They knew it when he was coming up, and they knew it when he was on the on-deck circle. Really impressive hitter.
Ready now for Cincinnati, Joey Votto. First trip to the plate for him in this one, and it's a good RBI spot, too. Leadoff man at third with 1 down. A man at third with 1 away. Line to the right side, but that's a foul ball. The 1-2. He's at the knees and called strike 3.
That strikeout changes the whole complexion of the inning. He was definitely pitching for it with a runner on third and 1 out, and he got it. Now it's going to take a hit or something like a wild pitch to get that guy home.
Stepping in now, Adam Duvall. That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive and a run. Gonna have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
The 1-2. And he fouls this one off.
If I'm on the mound right now, I know I'm in the hitter's head. He was definitely sitting soft. I might speed him up and elevate it right here.
Working for the punch out and the offering. And look out as that fastball ran in and got him. Outspan. Stepping in, Eugenio Suarez. He'll get to take his first cuts here. The 1-2. Chopped weakly to the left. On to first, and the Reds rally comes up short here as that ends the inning. Reds strand a couple. They trail in this one 3-0. Next for the Mets, Jose Lobaton. They'll match up with Homer Bailey now to lead off the inning.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Okay, here's how the Reds are lining up in this one. And let's take a look at third baseman Eugenio Suarez, one of the more underrated players in our sport. Big time power from the right side, ability to crush a hanging breaking ball. Also soft hands at the hot corner. Very reactionary down there and a strong arm.
So here now is the pitcher, Noah Syndergaard. 1 out, nobody on. And he lays off the pitch down and away. Ball 2.
He might still be thrown off from that first inning, guys. He got knocked around pretty good, and that can be hard to recover from mentally sometimes.
Ground ball right side. Taken in by Votto. And the flip comes to Bailey at first for the putout.
Now batting, center fielder, Michael Conforto.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Michael Conforto. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here. The 1-2. Misses for the second ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that the side is retired. Can't ask for much more there out of Homer Bailey. Now let's see if the bats can come to life. They're down 3-0. Leading off the inning, Tucker Barnhart, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs. But it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
To 1-2 now. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3. Scott Schebler is on deck. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Bruce has a read on it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Okay, here's how the Mets are lining up defensively. And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
And that brings up Scott Schebler. Career numbers versus Syndergaard. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. And the payoff pitch. And look out. That's in very tight, and it's ball 4.
He's going to be pretty upset with himself about that 3-2 pitch. All you want to do in that count is make a competitive pitch, but that one wasn't even sniffing the zone, and he let him get away.
So stepping in, Jose Peraza, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Schebler stands at first with 1 out. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
A lot of indecision there on that check swing, and that's something you see quite a lot on 3 and 2. When the difference between striking out and drawing a walk can be an inch or 2, it's pretty understandable why guys aren't always aggressive with their swings.
Now a move over to first, and he'll get back in standing. 2 out with the man at first.
All right, let's go.
Into the box now, Homer Bailey. Fouled away. The 1-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Rosario over to his left. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 1 left for Cincinnati. Still down 3-0. Here's the left fielder, Cespedes. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit. So with that, the Mets have a runner aboard to get the inning underway.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Ready for another chance as Duvall Cabrera. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. A runner at first with no outs here. Into right field, that's a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
You never want to beat a pitcher that breaks a guy out of a slump, but this guy was too good. You knew it was a matter of time before he started barreling baseballs. That gives him a multi-hit game, and I'm sure he's feeling good about it.
In now, Jay Bruce. Well hit out to straightaway center. Hamilton going back. On the warning track, he makes the catch. And he'll indeed move up 90 feet, putting runners at the corners now with 1 away.
We'll see if moving up to third pays off for him. He didn't have to tag and go for third, but now he can score a lot of different ways. Doesn't have to be a hit.
Into the box now, Todd Frazier, and their runners at the corners now.
The last at-bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Soft liner towards center. In there, base hit, and that ought to get the run in from third.
Boy, this guy's having a great game here so far, D-Row. Home run earlier in the night, and that base hit right there drives in his third run batted in of this game.
Yeah, you drive to the park every day hoping your rhythm and timing is on point with that pitcher's windup, and that's exactly been the case today. He not only mixed in that big bomb, but now he's got 3 ribbies to boot.
Standing in now, Adrian Gonzales. Hit in the air down the right field line. Schebler is over, and he puts it away in foul ground for the second out. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. The 1-1. And this one gets away. So now 2 men in scoring position.
Well, you live by the sword, you die by it too. He went with an off-speed pitch down in the zone, and that's the risk you take there. The catcher can't come up with it, and 2 runners advance. Now they're both into scoring position.
Cabrera on third. Frazier on at second with 2 down. And this is taken for a ball high and tight. 2-2. Yeah, the rain starting to intensify here. It's coming down a little heavier now. We'll see how much longer the umpires can wait.
Yeah, Matt, right now this doesn't look too good. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see the umpires come out and bring the ground crew out here. The infield around the mound and around the home plate area is really getting soaking wet, and I can't anticipate this going on very much longer.
1 run scores. The throw to the plate, and it's there, but it's dropped at the plate. And that will almost certainly be ruled an error.
Dan, from a pitcher standpoint, that's a backbreaker. 2 out, 2 RBI base hit right there.
Awfully frustrating. You're trying to make some good pitches. You get 2 outs, and all of a sudden you give up that big base hit that drives in 2. Frustrating for a pitcher.
Stepping in now, Jose Lobaton. A bouncer up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line them, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good 2-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
Into the box, Noah Syndergaard. 3 across so far in the inning, and another 2 out there on base.
Yeah, Matt, and this inning's really starting to get away from them on the defensive side of the ball. Stranding the rest of those guys out here feels absolutely essential for them at this point.
2 down, runners at first and second. Mets pitcher behind at the plate with a ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, I know it's the pitcher at the plate, but he's going to grind it out right here. He's got a chance to help himself, and nothing's a bigger backbreaker to a team than watching the pitcher drive in a run.
The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2.
He's certainly giving up plenty of hits in this one, but the funny thing is he hasn't walked anyone yet. That tells me he's throwing strikes, but he's just not throwing enough quality strikes.
Here now the 2-2. Grounded back up the middle. He's got it. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So they strike for 3 runs on 5 hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. We'll head now to the home half of it. Here's Billy Hamilton standing in. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going. So what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
Sent on the ground out to second. Cabrera's up with it, and that's the first out.
The batter, number 3, second baseman.
Here's the second baseman, Scooter Gennett. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. High in the air, deep down the left field line. Cespedes is after it, and that is off the wall, but in foul territory. foul ball. Here now the 2-2. Now a hard liner, but foul. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit hard to third. And a base hit as that's into left, and they've got themselves a base runner.
The first baseman, number 19, Joey Votto.
So a runner at first with 1 man gone, and standing in is the on-base machine, first baseman Joey Votto. Here's the 1-1 now to Votto. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that gets through for a 1-out base hit.
I think the whole ballpark knew he was going to go with the sinker right there to induce the double play. The only problem is he can't guarantee it's going to be hit right at one of his infielders. Tough luck.
Into the box, Adam Duvall, and it's fouled away. Gennett over at second. Votto at first, 1 gone. Bouncer to the left side, reined in to Cabrera for 1. Back to Gonzales, but it's a bit too late, and they'll settle for just the 1 out.
Third baseman, number 7, Eugenio
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Eugenio Suarez. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. The 0-2 delivery. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2.
Decided to go with a fastball there on 0-2, but what he's trying to do with that pitch is to expand the strike zone. Maybe you get a guy to offer at it, but at the very least, it helps set up your off-speed stuff.
The 1-2 is a sinker that misses for a ball.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone-cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
And a neck-high fastball that time.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
He struck him out, in and out of trouble as the inning is over. Reds strand a couple. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. With Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian as Michael Conforto digs into the left side of the batter's box to start things out.
Go back to New York, man.
3-0 pitch. Is laid off, but in there for strike 1. The 3-1. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire, so it's ball 4.
The left fielder, number 52.
He almost got him to commit there. As we take another look at it in slow motion, he comes awfully close to breaking that plane, but he was able to hold back. Strong wrist, and he gets a trip to first because of it.
Into the box now, Yoenis Cespedes. Now a chopper to first, might only get one. There's one. On to first, but not in time as he beats it out.
Now batter, second baseman,
Ready for another shot now as Duvall Cabrera. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. 6 runs, 9 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. The second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Digging in to try it again, Tucker Barnhart. He'll start things out against Noah Syndergaard as this inning is underway.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Hey, sometimes that's how a rally gets started right there. I know it's a soft liner, but leadoff man on usually poses problems.
Standing in now, Scott Schebler. That misses. So a single and a walk, and it's first and second with nobody out.
Well, they've struggled offensively in this one so far, but after that walk, they've got runners at first and second and look ready to make a little noise. Just need a big hit now.
And here's Jose Peraza. The 1-1. Softly on a line to third, but gloved by the third baseman for the out.
Up next for Cincinnati, pitcher
Jesse Winker will get the call to pinch hit here, and he'll find he has a couple of runners aboard with only one out in the inning.
Winker.
Hit hard on the ground to short, and that's through into left, a base hit. In quickly with it is Cespedes, and that'll force the runner to hold on at third base.
Hey, he did an amazing job just to be able to get wood on this baseball and drive it through the infield. I mean, that pitch was executed perfectly. Breaking ball down below the zone. Nice job right
there. In now, Billy Hamilton. 3-1 now.
Well, when the pressure starts to intensify, it often feels like the strike zone gets harder and harder to hit. This is a big spot here.
Barnhart at third, Schebler at second. Winker is over at first with one away. Oh, and it misses. Ball 4, and that will force home a run.
And this inning is a perfect example of how quickly fortunes can change in this game. He was cruising along, hardly any trouble at all. Now he walks in a run and is still in the middle of a bases loaded mess. He's got some work to do to limit the damage.
Digging in and looking for more, Scooter Gennett. He steps in off a base hit in his last at bat. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. Would have been a grand slam if he'd straightened it out. Instead, it's a foul ball. Full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome. You go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
Hit down the line at first. Scooped up on the backhand. To second for 1. The relay on to first. The double play, and the side is retired. Boy, oh boy. It's a run on 2 hits here for Cincinnati. We played 4 full. The Mets lead it 6-1.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Reds, number 40.
Here's Jay Bruce now. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. Now the 1-1 pitch is an off-speed pitch taken for a ball. Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
Total agreement, Matt, in particular that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players, but that mound gets awfully slippery and awfully wet when it becomes moist like it is right now. So the umpires are going to have to really pay attention to the conditions on the field.
3-1 to him now. The 3-1 pitch. And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
Whoa, you know a pitcher is really fighting himself when he misses a zone by that much. I'm surprised the catcher could even bring that in.
Here's Todd Frazier now. He's off to a fast start in this one. 2 for 2, including a home run. One and one, here it comes. And he misses 2-1. Six runs, 9 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Hit out towards second. And another base hit for him as he's gone 3 for 3 in this one.
They talk about having a day. How about 3 at-bats, 3 knocks? Not a bad day, D-Row.
We used to say in the big leagues on the bench, anybody can get 2. Can you get 3? And if you get 3, who's on the hook for 4?
Stepping in now, Adrian Gonzales. Popped him up. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
Now batting, shortstop.
Striding in once again, Ahmed Rosario. In his last appearance, he singled home a pair of runs. The 1-1. Taken, strike 2. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
That's a pretty impressive pitch from a young arm like that. If you can spot your pitches there in advantage counts like 1 and 2, you're going to have a lot of strikeouts and soft contact.
Into the box now, Jose Lobaton. Fouled off. Bruce on second. Frazier on at first with 2 down. That's popped up. Suarez in foul ground, and he brings it in on the warning track. Another look at a gem at third base as this ball is speared midair. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Ready now for Cincinnati, Joey Votto. He singled his last time up.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Votto puts a good swing on it and sends the ball well into right field. Bruce looking up. Gone! solo home run here off the bat of Joey Votto. As the lead is cut to 4, it's 6-2 now.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here, is not the end of the world.
Into the box, Adam Duvall. And he looks at a ball, 1-2. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. No outs, nobody on. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
In now, Eugenio Suarez. Back up the middle. Rosario's got it cleanly. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Now batting, catcher, Tucker Barnhart.
Ready once again, Tucker Barnhart. A fly out and a single for him so far. Two out, nobody on. Two balls and 2 strikes to the Reds catcher. The 2-2 is looked at and the count moves full. Scott Schebler would be next. There's ball 4.
I know one thing, he earned that free pass right there. He was tempted with some really good pitches, but he stayed disciplined and drew the walk.
And that brings up Scott Schebler. The 2-1 home. Now a swing and a ground ball. Barnhart, the runner at first with 2 gone. Bouncer to the left side. And he can't pick it up. That ought to go down as an infield single.
The batter, number 9, shortstop, Jose Peraza.
And here's Jose Peraza. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
And this is fouled at the plate.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
In the dirt, but swung on and missed. And that ends the inning. 1 in the inning for the Reds, and it comes on this Joey Votto homer. 5 innings complete. It's the Mets 6 and the Reds 2. Brandon Nimmo will grab a bat and lead things off here in the top of the 6th. This one's down to third. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth.
Now batting, center fielder, Michael Conforto.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Michael Conforto. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. The 1-1. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. Down the third baseline. And this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball. And he'll reach second now with one away.
Man, it looked like the pitcher was trying to get him to go fishing at a pitch out of the strike zone. He went for it all right, but he managed to catch all of that baseball, lacing it for a double in the outfield. That's a great piece of hitting.
Standing in now, Cespedes. Popped him up. Therefore, it is Votto. 2 away now.
The batter, number 13, second baseman.
Ready for another chance as Duvall Cabrera, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Conforto stands at second with 2 gone. Can't do much with that one. It's 1-2. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Pretty standard curve in the dirt, looking for a strikeout there, but that was a good job of recognizing it and holding back at the plate.
Here now the 2-2. Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
That was definitely a 2-strike curveball there. The catcher turns his glove over and tries to make himself big to block it, but with no luck. The ball skips away, and it scored a wild pitch.
Swung on, but fouled off to the left. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Still 3 balls and 2 strikes. The 8th pitch of the at-bat. Hit hard on the ground to the right. And that's by him into right field for a base hit. In to score the runner from third.
Boy, what a battle there, D-Roll. Several pitch at-bat right there. He threw everything but the kitchen sink, and he was still able to get an RBI base hit.
And Dan, I can't tell you, the longer the ABs go, usually, I'll tell you, you get in that swing mode where if he throws the rosin bag, you're pulling the trigger on it. Wait for him to settle in his zone and not come outside of it and end up getting a knock.
Stepping in now, Jay Bruce. 3-1.
No reason to sit on anything other than hard stuff in a location you like and drive it right now.
Line towards center field. Hamilton will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Mets played a run on a couple of hits. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. The Mets lead this one 7-2.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the New York Mets, number 33, Matt Harvey.
Number 12 is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6. Cue shot here out towards short. And that's out number 1.
The batter, number 6, center fielder, Billy Hamilton.
Here's Billy Hamilton standing in. Career numbers against Matt Harvey. He's 1 for 2. The 1-1. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw on to Gonzales, and that's out number 2.
The batter, number 3, second baseman.
Here's the second baseman, Scooter Gennett. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Scooter swings and sends it out to deep right. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. A solo shot here to straightaway right field as it's now a 7-3 game.
And he was totally dialed in for the first 2 hitters, seducing a couple of easy grounders. Then he catches way too much of the plate on the 3rd guy, and it winds up in the seats. Sometimes you can fall in the trap of not focusing all the way through the end of an inning when you're rolling out there on the mound. That might have happened here.
Into the box now, Joey Votto, pulled toward right center field. Conforto is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. 1 for the Reds in the inning, and it comes courtesy of this solo home run. The 5, 6, and 7 hitters to start the 7th. It's now 7-3. Back here at Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati. Getting set for the 7th inning now with the Mets out on top. But first, let's check out the game summary through the first 6 innings of baseball.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Reds, number 50, Amir Harris.
Here's Todd Frazier now. The 1-2 is looked at off the plate for a ball. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up.
Have a nice flight home, man.
The 2-2 hit hard down the left field line, but this is foul near the seats.
When that thing goes whistling into the stands, you hope someone brought their glove and is able to get leather on it.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first down.
Get out.
Now batting number 23, first baseman.
So 1 gone for Adrian Gonzales. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2. 1 out, nobody on. The next 1-2 pitch. This is hit softly to third. Throw right there, and that takes care of Gonzales. 2 gone now.
Now batting, shortstop, Ahmed Rosario.
Digging in once again, Ahmed Rosario. He went down on strikes last time up. Now the 2-1. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Peraza waits on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Down in order go the Mets, but they lead it by 4. It's 7-3. So now now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Adam Duvall. Career numbers against Matt Harvey. He's 0 for 8.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
That's a tough take.
Is that gun reading right there? Because that just registered at 91 miles an hour on a slider. If he's working that pitch, that's most guys' fastballs. It's going to be a long game.
Ready on 1 and 2. He's caught looking at a beautiful curveball there as that buckled him for the first out of the inning. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
The 3-2 pitch. And that's outside. He lost him, ball 4.
Well, he gives up the walk, but that was a really good pitch. Might have been just out of the zone, but not by much. A lot of guys would have gone fishing for that pitch, so sometimes the hitter just outlasts you.
In now, Tucker Barnhart. There's the good fastball, and he can't catch up. 3 and 2.
That swing had one purpose, and that was to put the ball over the wall. I guess he doesn't have much to lose with his team down this many at this point in the game.
He's set. Here's the 3 and 2. Swing and a miss, got him reaching. And he'll just beat the throw to second. He's in there. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch. In now for the Reds, Scott Schebler. And with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit. But if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
Suarez at second with 2 down. Wanted to go after the slider, but he holds off. 3 and 1. Career numbers against Matt Harvey. He's 2 for 4. Set. Here's the 3-1. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. Scott Schebler, a 2-run shot, and that lead is trimmed to 7-5 here. How about the work the lineups have been doing so far, fellas?
Yeah, Matt, you know what, D-Roll, we got up this morning for this day game here. We were expecting a high-scoring game, but, boy, we haven't been disappointed.
Yeah, you take the temperature of a lot of guys in the league. They definitely will tell you they see the ball better in the daytime than they do at night. Case in point today, ball was jumping off the bats of both lineups.
And Gonzales will take it over himself, and that'll do it. But the Reds do push across a couple on this 2-run home run. We'll march on to the 8th. It's now 7-5. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Kevin Shackelford has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Batting in the 8th spot, number 41, Kevin Shackelford.
Next for the Mets, Jose Lobatón. He was robbed of a hit in his last at-bat, so he'll try to change his fortunes here. Two and 2 to the Mets catcher. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Roll, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
Jose Reyes will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning. Popped him up. And that'll take care of the pinch hitter here for route number 2.
Now batting, center fielder.
Next up from New York, Michael Conforto. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here.
Oh, yeah.
Set to deal. Here's the 3-1. Very weakly on the ground. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now. Now the 3-2 pitch. Gets him looking. Strike 3. Mets go down 1-2-3. They lead it 7-5. A.J. Ramos is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
44, A.J. Ramos.
In now for the Reds, number 2, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
At third, here's Frazier. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
The batter, number 6, center fielder, Billy.
Back to the top of the Reds lineup now, and stepping in, Billy Hamilton, head-to-head against A.J. Ramos. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. The 1-1. And this is chopped foul near the plate, and the count will move to 1-2 now. The 1-2. High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
Got him looking with the fastball as that had some 2-seam movement to it. 2 gone.
Now batting, second baseman, Scooter.
Digging in and looking for more, Scooter Gennett. It's been a 2 for 4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. 2 out, nobody on. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Cespedes will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Reds. They're down 2, 7-5. Digging in once again, Yoenis Cespedes. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1 for 4 day. The 1-1 home. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2. And another foul ball. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here now the 2-2. Hit on the ground out to short. Scooped up. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
The batter, number 13, second baseman, and Duvall.
Ready for another chance as Duvall Cabrera. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Bases are empty, one man out. As Duvall Cabrera ahead in a 3-1 count now.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
And a fastball is hit on the ground towards short. On to first, and Cabrera's a ground out victim. 2 away.
Now batting, right fielder, Bruce.
Digging in to try it again, Jay Bruce. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point.
Go Red.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
He wasn't fooling anybody with that fastball. He barreled it up nice right there. He's just got to find a way to keep it fair.
Hit sharply toward the right side. And he'll pull this one down a step or 2 in front of the warning track, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Mets. They're still up 7-5. Jerri Familia comes on looking for a save here in the bottom of the 9th inning.
27, Jerri Familia.
Striding into the box, Joey Votto. He'll lead it off against Jerri Familia, who'll try to close the door in this one. A ball and 2 strikes.
Let's go one more time, baby.
The 1-2. Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball 2. Here now the 2-2. Will not catch the zone. Ball 3.
Yeah, well, down 2. You better believe they'd gladly take a leadoff walk right here. Anything to get a base runner on and get that tying run to the plate.
And that is the start they were looking for, down by 2, as that misses for ball 4.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up, or he can really hurt you.
Ready for another shot now, Adam Duvall. Lifetime against Familia. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. Now the 1-1 pitch. And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. And he'll break through with a solid knock here, his first of the ball game. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
Third baseman, number 7, Eugenio Suarez.
So striding in, Eugenio Suarez, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Rounded down the third baseline. Payoff pitch one more time. And a swing and a miss. A big strikeout here, as it'll remain second and third, but with 1 away now.
Well, I'm glad we get another look at that beauty of a pitch right there. You can't spot a sinker in a better location because even if you do get the bat on the ball, there's not a whole lot you could do with that. Textbook sinker.
Standing in now, Tucker Barnhart. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Boy, I love the way he's competing out there on the mound right now. He's got a chance to rack back-to-back Ks with 2 runners in scoring position. He's not giving in at all.
And he looks at one that misses, ball 4, so that'll load him up, but at least the double play is in order here with 1 away.
Well, tough to say if that was their intention or not, but it's not the worst thing that could happen. A force at every base now, so there are a lot of ways to get out of this.
And that brings up Scott Schebler. And it looks like this could be a critical at-bat in this one.
Well, a glance at my scorebook shows they haven't been able to get him out yet, so this could be a fun at-bat to watch.
Tying and winning runs on base here with 1 big out. Fouled away. Payoff pitch one more time. He spoils another one, and will do it again. Challenge pitch coming. Here it is. And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score.
And it's times like these that a pitcher feels awfully lonely. I can see why he didn't want to be too aggressive. Last thing he wants to do is give up a grand slam to a dangerous hitter, but walking in a run is painful too. And here he is again, still with the bases loaded.
Devin Mesoraco will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Devin Mesoraco.
Hit to short. Rosario brings it in to Cabrera for 1. And the tying run is going to score here in the 9th, and we are right back to where we started.
They couldn't turn the inning-ending double play. They just get the force out at second, and the runner scores from third.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, number 2. A 2-out hit would win it. Fastball or wild pitch would do the trick just as well. Slider, and it's off his glove, and it bounces away. Well, the lead runner holds on, but the trailer will take second. Swing, high drive, left field and deep, and nearly a 3-run shot. Instead, it's a foul ball. Swing and a line drive, but this will find the shortstop's glove for the 3rd out of the inning. But disaster is already struck here in the bottom of inning number 9 as 2 runs come across, and they'll have to work a little longer to try and pull this one out on the road. 9 can't decide a winner. We'll move ahead to the 10th, and we are tied 7-7. Jerri Hughes takes the mound as he'll be the first man to pitch here in extra innings. Here's Todd Frazier now. His career line against Jerri Hughes. Just a 3 for 13 batting line. Here now the 2-2. Now a swing here as he flares this one over toward first. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Now batting number 23, first baseman Adrian Gonzales.
Next for the Mets, Adrian Gonzales. He was a ground out victim last time up. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up. Ball 2. 1 out, nobody on. Swing and a ground ball to third. Throw right there, and that takes care of Gonzales. 2 gone now.
The batter, number 1, Georgia, Ahmed Rosario.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. The 2-1 home is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
That changeup came in at 89 miles an hour. You know a guy throws hard when it's off speed.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Mets go down 1-2-3. Still tied 7-7. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Jerri Blevins comes on to start the home 10th, and he's just hoping to get this one into the 11th inning.
Number 39, Jerri Blevins. Now playing shortstop and batting in the 9th. Number 4.
Here's Billy Hamilton standing in. The head-to-head numbers against Jerri Blevins. Small sample, a perfect 1-for-1. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Ball swung on and hit to Cabrera at second. On to first, and how important is it to keep this guy off base in a tie ball game? 1 away.
Second baseman.
Here's the second baseman, Scooter Gennett, and he'll be trying to replicate that home run swing that he took back in inning number 6. The 3-1, and he lays off ball 4. So now the potential winning run is aboard at first.
Just a nice piece of hitting right there, especially in extra innings. He didn't try to win the thing by himself or be a hero. He just patiently worked the at-bat until he earned the walk. We'll see if his teammates can pick him up now.
Digging in, Joey Votto has got a chance to end this one and send these fans home happy if he can get a ball deep enough into the gap. Possible winning run on first, 1 man away. Two is a changeup that misses. 3-2.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Now the 3-2 pitch. That's lifted the other way out to left. Cespedes is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Riding in once again, Adam Duvall. The head-to-head numbers against Jerri Blevins. Not a big sample size, 0 for 1. The 1-1 pitch. A swing and a miss at a ball down.
That's just a great pitch right there. Great execution. He just got that hitter to think that pitch was knee-high. Nasty diving out of the zone.
Possible winning run stands at first with 2 out here. Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now. strikes him out to retire the side, so we'll play at least one more. Reds leave one. This remains a 7-all tie. Ready now, Jose Lobaton. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Hit well on the ground to first. Fielded by Votto, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
The batter, number 4, shortstop, Wilmer Flores.
Stepping into the box, Wilmer Flores. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. And as Mets fans have heard before, that ball's out of here. So it's a solo shot to dead center, and it's now a 1-run ball game. Into the box, Michael Conforto. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. His career line against Jared Hughes. He's 1 for 2. 1 out, nobody on. Takes ball 3, so it's a full count now. Waiting his turn on deck, Yoenis Cespedes. 3-2 pitch, and that's low, ball 4.
Well, it's obvious that earlier home run he gave up is still on his mind. He had him 3-2, but he didn't want to give him anything over the heart of the plate to hit, so we'll see if that walk comes back to hurt him.
Here's Yoenis Cespedes. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. There's 1. Back to Votto, but it's not in time as they settle for just the 1.
Now batting, second baseman.
Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera. 0-2, here it is. Skied into straightaway right. Schebler is in pursuit, and that retires the side. So a run on 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. One last shot here as we go to the bottom of the 11th now. The Mets are out on top, 8-7. Now to the plate, Eugenio Suarez. The head-to-head numbers against Jerri Blevins. Small sample, a perfect 1 for 1. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Good breaking ball that time, in for a strike.
Hey, that's a great job by the pitcher right there, stealing a strike with that get-me-over breaking ball, and now he can get a little nastier with it in the dirt.
Ball 2. Here now the 2-2. And he chased it in the dirt. Lobaton is after it. The throw to first is in time, 1 down.
You know, professional catchers make those plays look easy most of the time, but that was a big play that shouldn't go unnoticed. Had he found a way on, he would have represented a tying run, so that was a nice job there to make sure that strikeout didn't get wasted.
Into the box now, Tucker Barnhart. And he looks at one in there, 1-2. And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Oh, and this one's driven the other way and deep to the corner. And a big sigh of relief on the mound as that nearly tied it, but this ball is foul. The 2-2. Weak grounder back to the mound. Throw on to Gonzales, and that's out number 2.
Now batting, right fielder, Scott Schebler.
At the plate, Scott Schebler. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Good break to that thing, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, this guy's having a good day right there. You can tell he is all over. His timing is spot on. This pitching staff is going to have to find a way to attack him a little differently.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. The Reds down to their last strike. Now a sharply hit ball back up the middle. Again, a nice clean base hit, his 3rd of the game. So a great job on a 1-2 pitch to keep the inning alive.
Boy, that's a big base hit right there. The only problem now, D-Row, you have the pitcher's spot on deck. It'll be interesting to see how they play this one.
Well, those guys on the bench, they know their pay grade. They've been getting loose since the 4th inning. I look for the manager to definitely make the move here for another bat.
Number 51, Paul Stewart.
Stepping in now, Jared Hughes. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, these are just extra pitches that are just going to add to your pitch count. He's not trying to work around him, and no reason to, but sometimes you just lose the strike zone for no apparent reason.
Slider, and it's off his glove, and it bounces away. And not what they were hoping for, as that moves the possible tying run into scoring position. Schebler stands at second with 2 gone. Now his swing, and he pops him up, and this should do it. Bruce is there to make the catch, and with that, the ball game is over.
Well, they had to put in a couple of extra innings of work, but hey, listen, a win is a win, and any win is good, especially on the road.
A close one, 8-7 is how it finishes today. The Metropolitans hosted a 3-run first to propel them to the win. Jerri Blevins is the winning pitcher of record, so that'll just about do it. For my partners Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching a pre